Kim from Smarter Bodies here. I'm here to talk about shoulder blade mechanics in your Sun Salutations. You might hear a lot of cues in class that I'm not particularly fond of, just from a straight mechanics point of view. I'm not going to discuss them in this video. If you have any questions on proper shoulder mechanics, feel free to email me at kim@smarterbodies.com. But I'm just going to instruct you an easy way to remember what your shoulder blades are supposed to be doing during the poses here. Now, just to tell you, I don't teach chaturanga often, for, again, reasons that if you want to ask me why, I can tell you. So I'm just going to instruct it through a plank pose. So during a plank pose, when you're here, you don't want to let your shoulder blades sink. Let your chest sink and let your shoulder blades lift up like this. This isn't a good position. You also don't want to necessarily round your upper back. So as long as you can think chest forward, heels back, you want to think pushing your rib cage away from the floor. So again, not here, but here. Nice and tight. Same thing for when you're in upward facing dog. You don't want to allow this to happen. You want to think push the rib cage away from the floor when you're here. So not here, push the rib cage away from the floor. Not surprisingly, the same thing in downward facing dog. There's lots of times where I'll see people try to do this, meaning pulling their shoulder blade down their back. That's not proper in this position. You want to think the same thing, just push the shoulder blade away from the floor. Now you don't want to get too much going on so that you're here, but just let your shoulder blades rise up, not pulling them down. So again, in plank, push shoulder blades away from the floor. Through an upward facing dog, push the rib cage away from the floor, and through a downward facing dog, push the rib cage away from the floor. Again, if you have any questions on that, let me know.